Hey, I'm John Greaves III. I'm the co-founder of Garage Gym Life, and this is the EonFit Omni E2 Power Rack. Now, this is not going to be a review of this rack. Instead, I'm doing this video to focus on one particular thing that's got me pretty excited about this rack because it's something that I haven't been able to do up to this time on any of the power racks that we have had here in our garage gym. In a nutshell, if you guys look at this pull-up bar, you see that the pull-up bar handles are pointed up, and that's because I installed it upside down. Now, I didn't do that because I don't know how to install a pull-up bar. I did it because I once read a book by the great Larry Scott. He was the first Mr. Olympia, and he was talking about how if you want to get maximum development of your lats, you need to basically set yourself up so that at the starting point or at full extension, your pinky is higher than your thumb. And the only way to do that is with a pull-up bar where the handles are angled up. Now, I will tell you that this obviously looks a lot different than the pull-up bars that you are used to seeing in public gyms or definitely in most home gyms that you visit. And in fact, most home gyms probably don't even have a pull-up bar like this. A lot of times we get pull-up bars that are multi-grip bars, so they have a lot of parallel options. But when I got this power rack and we're putting it together, my wife and I were talking. I was like, you know what? I would love it if I could just put this pull-up bar on upside down because she uses the gym too. So I had to make sure that she was going to be okay with it. And she said, yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. She's like, but why do you want to do it? And I know that's what you're wondering now. So go ahead, hit like, subscribe, and I'll explain to you why this could be a game changer for you if you're able to mount a pull-up bar with the handles upside down. All right. So the reason why Larry Scott was an advocate of having your pull-up handles like this is because he said he got the idea from a guy, I think the bodybuilder's name was Lou Degni, Degni. I'm going to research that and uh, and I'll put the link to the article where I most recently saw this information. I'll put the link to it in the description because he also talks about how to actually use the pull-up bar once you have it mounted. But the point is that when you have your hand on a normal pull-up bar, you're not at full maximum extension, right? So if I come here, you can see that my lats are, well, first of all, my feet are on the floor, but you can see that my lats are not 100% fully extended, all right? However, when I go to where my pinkies are slightly higher, then my lats are fully extended. And I'm taking some of the weight off of my feet, and you can see that it extends up, it stretches me out even more. And to be honest with you, you don't even have to put all of your weight on it. You don't have to be suspended off of the ground because my wife was a doubter. She didn't believe this. She came in after I put the pull-up bar up and she wanted to stretch. And I said, go ahead, put your hands out here where your pinkies are higher than your thumb and give it a shot. She did that. She said, oh wow, that's a lot better stretch. All right. So what ends up happening when you do that is, and again, this is just if you're hanging, not necessarily doing the full pull-up motion. And and what happens is you end up just kind of opening up your entire lat, right? So all the way down to your lower lat. You're gonna feel the pull all the way down. So I feel this right now. I feel it all the way down here. Whereas when I'm here, I feel it kind of to here, okay? So here, without even putting all my weight on it, I feel it all the way down here in my lower lat, all right? And you might wonder why pull-up bars today, if this is so great, aren't designed that way. Why are they always turned down? Well, a lot of it has to just do with comfort. To be honest with you, we spend a lot of our times internally rotated, and so to get into this position, quite honestly, it's probably uncomfortable for a lot of people. And if when you first try it, you might find that it's uncomfortable as well. But I'm telling you that if you try it, it can be, and you're able to do a pull-up with this, it's going to be a game changer. Now, sadly, they don't make pull-up bars with the handles angled up like this anymore. And in fact, you pull-down bars with the handles angled up I believe are only available from JD Gym Equipped. I'll put the link to their pull down bar in the description for this video as well, so you guys can check it out. This is not a sponsored video, but they are just the only people who I know who currently make a a pull down bar where the handles are angled correctly for this. Now, what prevents this from being perfect is this pull up bar handle is too thin. So Larry Scott advocated that your pull up bar handle or your pull down bar be anywhere from 1.5 to 1.75 inches. So roughly a little bit thinner in diameter than an axle bar. All right, so that's pretty thick, but the idea is that you want to grab, so you see I'm grabbing with my fingers. So if you're gonna do the entire pull-up motion, for this to actually develop your lats fully, what you wanna do is actually get your palm into it. See, and now right there, I got my palm on the bar. Nick Nilsson, my guy Nick Nilsson, has a great video where he's demonstrating how to do this, and I'll link that video as well to this one, because he does a much better job of explaining the mechanics of the motion than I could, and I don't see any reason to reinvent the wheel. He's already done a great job. I'll just link to his video. But the point is, you want to get your palm up here, so you're taking your fingers out of the movement, and by doing this, you're going to also take your biceps out of the movement as much as possible, right? Obviously, they're still going to be involved a little bit, or you wouldn't be able to actually bend your arms. But you're taking your biceps out of the movement as much as possible. You're gonna want to compress. Let me turn around. You're gonna want to compress your scapula and pull yourself up as vertically as possible, and then kind of flare your lats out at the top. Like I said, it's sort of a complicated movement, but once you get the hang of it, it gives you tremendous lat development, even if you're somebody whose lats don't normally respond well to pull-up movements and pull-up variations. I believe that this is why people who use gymnastics rings for pull-ups tend to have better lat development than people who use a fixed pull-up bar, because where your hand position is, especially if you're gonna do like a muscle up or something, your palm ends up being on the gymnastics ring more than your fingers. And so I think that that gives you a lot more muscle activation. In any case, what I'm concerned with is the fact that I was actually able to install this bar upside down, because all I had to do was, there are bolts on each side, and instead of installing it the way that you conventionally would, so if it was right side up, this would be over on that side, I just flipped it around so that this was upside down. I didn't change anything except I put this bar on upside down. So go ahead, if you have a pull-up bar that's got handles like this and they're turned down, go look at your pull-up bar in your gym and see if you can flip it upside down, and just give this a shot for, I will go maybe 12 weeks, and then check out your lat development and see if you don't see a marked improvement. But you probably won't have to even look at it, because you'll feel the difference in your lats after 1 or 2 training sessions, because you'll feel how different it is, especially once you get the hang of how to retract your scapula and everything else in order to get your lats to work. It's you're almost like you're grabbing here, and you're almost like you're pulling apart. Okay, so like with most pull-up bars and pull-down bars, you're kind of like bending the bar, so you're pulling down like this. And with the pull-up bar like this upside down, you're pulling apart like that almost, and flaring your lats. And I'm telling you, like I said, it's complicated, but it is well worth the effort. Again, I'll link to Nick's video so you guys can check it out. But this is one of those things that's a case of taking something that you may already have and repurposing it in order to give yourself increased muscle gains. So anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions about this, any comments, or if you try it and you find that it works for you, please drop a comment and let me know, because I love to get feedback from you guys about the content that we put up. In any case, I have rambled way too long on this, which is intended to be a much shorter video, but it is what it is. Hope you guys have an excellent rest of your week.